Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Jurassic World Dominion review. Today we're taking a look at the extreme damage Velociraptor. Well, I feel like I'm the last one to get my hands on this figure. That's because Walmart is extremely spotty on what figures they put out. I see some people having great success, at their local Walmarts. All mine around me have been good, putting out all the mainline Dominion stuff, but they've been absolutely atrocious putting out the extreme damage figures. And for those of you in the US, extreme damage is exclusive to Walmart, and I didn't see any of these figures up until maybe about 2 weeks ago in my area. But all I saw was a bunch of Solaris and a ton of Dimetrodons. I've been looking for this Raptor. Everyone knows I'm not the biggest fan of all the multiple variations of Raptors that we get in this line, but this one did appeal to me, and I probably easily could have just pre-ordered it on Walmart's website. But I just wanted, if I saw it in person, I would have picked it up. If I never got my hands on it, I probably wouldn't have been too upset. But thankfully, one of my locals got like 4 or 5 of these in the other day, and I finally snatched one up. We're right on the cusp of the Wave 2 figures releasing. I actually have the human pack with the Raptor and Alan Grant and Dimetrodon. They actually probably should be in tomorrow from Big Bad Toy Store. The only thing I'm looking from this first round of figures still is the Extreme Damage Allosaurus. Hopefully that will show up in full force once Dominion releases next week. And if you're still looking for this figure, I'll leave a link down below to Walmart's site in the description. Now let's go over the packaging really quick. Before we crack this figure open, you got the Dominion logo down here in the corner, Extreme Damage logo over here, Rexy in the background, nice sunset background. This is just a variation of all of the same artwork that's on all the Dominion packaging. Spin it around, get a picture of how the Extreme Damage action features work, and the new DNA code scan option. And we got the Dimetrodon and the Solaris. I reviewed the Dimetrodon. I saw a bunch of the Solaris, and you know what? I already got a couple from the Primal Attack days, and I really don't need another one. So you probably won't be seeing a review on that figure on the channel anytime soon. So that will do it for the packaging. Let's crack this figure open and take a closer look. And let's start with a nice 360-degree view of the new Velociraptor. I'm happy I picked this figure up. I really like the color scheme. It's simple, but it's striking. The whole body is just cast in an off-white color, highlighted by these dark blue markings. It's a nice homage to the extreme camo T-Rex that came out way back when Jurassic Park 3 premiered. And it also kind of resembles the deinonychus coloration from Primeval. So, it's doing a good job of tickling the nostalgia bone on me. And I have to say, I like this battle damage mold. I feel like the two best mainline Raptor molds we have out there are both from the battle damage line. This one's a little bit beefier than the older version, and I like it a lot. It's definitely my favorite mainline Raptor mold. And look at the toe claws that painted. What a difference that makes. The Ferocious Pack Raptors, their claws aren't painted. It just makes no sense to me. It makes the figure look so much better with just that half a cent of paint apps put on it. But other than that, I think the figure's great. So, however, mine does have one major quality control issue that we'll get into a little bit later on. When I found these on the shelves, I was checking them all over to find, one with a good set of printed eyes. This was the only one. This was the one that had the best eyes, but there's, one major thing on here that they really messed up on. Like I said, we'll get to that very shortly. And now for some quick measurements. This figure is about 7.5 inches long, or 19 centimeters, and just about 3.5 inches tall, or just under 9 centimeters. So the Velociraptors average around 13 feet long, or 4 meters. That puts this figure somewhere in the 120 scale range. And now let's zoom in and take a look at some of the finer details on this figure. Starting with the head, really nice head sculpt. Like I say, I really like this new Extreme Damage Raptor mold. I think it's one of the best ones in the main line. And like I said, the color scheme is just very simple yet effective. The whole figure is just cast in this bone, off-white color. You have little flecks of gray and brown mixing with the plastic. This is give a little bit definition. I love that bright orange eye with the painted in black pupil. Always nice to see the pupils painted in. We know Mattel's hit or miss with that. You get some nice dark navy blue markings all over the head, neck, and body. Inside the mouth, teeth are painted a yellowish color. You do have some nice glossy pink paint for the back of the throat, tongue, and gums. Roof of the mouth is not painted. You get some nice scale details on top of the head. Take a look at the other side. A nicely printed eye. Little tiny bit of a paint blemish right there, but like I said, it was the best the batch I saw, and ever since I found it, I've not seen any more on shelves, you know, other than a ton of Solaris and Dimetrodons. I don't know why I'm seeing so many Dimetrodons. Like, that figure is just so popular. No one's like buying them in my area. Going down to the neck, you can see the little you know, osteoderms, you know, for the, you know, Jurassic World style raptors on the back of the neck. Going down to the arms, the hand claws are not painted, which is pretty typical for like every raptor figure other than the Hammond and Amber collection. Going down to the body, you can see those slits for the extreme damage action. Going down to the legs are nicely sculpted. Toe claws are painted in a nice glossy brown color. You can see more of that nice navy blue marking over the back and tail. We actually have paint on the tail. It's always another plus for Mattel. And let's do the scan code really quick. Let's see if I can get out of it. It's really tight on mine. So here it is for those of you who want to scan it into the fax app. And let's just go over articulation really quick. The head can move backwards, forwards, rotate 360 degrees. Mouth can close flush. It can open up that far. Arms can move forwards and backwards. They are on a hinge. Allows you to swing them out. Hind legs can move backwards and forwards that far. There is a locking point to keep the legs in a neutral position, and the completely useless rotating tail joint. Please, for the love of God, Mattel, add a hinge joint to all your dinosaur figures. It would just really help with posability. And to activate the extreme damage action feature, all you need to do is push this button on its back, and it will rotate and show some some blood marks in that wound right there. But here is where the quality control issue is on mine. That button is completely stuck. Like, I've been mashing at it for so long, it doesn't budge at all. It feels like it's stuck, or like there's some like glue in there. It just will not move at all. You know, a little bit disappointing, but I'm just glad that it's just stuck with the flesh color on this side. You know, when I buy a figure, I expect it to work. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever had any issue with any of the battle damage and extreme damage figures. So that is just a little bit disappointing. So if you want to see how it works, here is blue, push button, and now it has wounds. And now moving on with comparisons. First up, here it is with Owen. And next up, here it is with extreme damage blue. Like I said, in the exact same mold. And let's get Beta out here also. And next up, here is the old battle damage Raptor mold. There you go. Come on, stand, buddy. Which I also quite like a lot. The one thing I like on this mold that is better than on this newer one is I just absolutely love the head articulation on the old battle damage Raptors. It's just really great. Very, you know, early, you know, prototype Hammond Collection like. So yeah, but like I said, these two right here are definitely my two favorite Raptor molds in the entire main line. And here it is with its wave mate, the Dimetrodon. And next up, here it is with the Hammond Collection Velociraptor. You know, Mattel really needs to do something special with these mainline Raptors for me to keep picking them up, because right now I'm just pretty much going to stay with the Hammond Collection when it comes to the Raptors. I'm glad I made the exception for this one, because I do like the color scheme, but I know there's a couple more Raptors in the pipeline, and you know, if they, you know, come singly, most likely I'm probably not going to pick them up. And here it is with the Velociraptor. I think this one is a Red Rocket. And here it is with the Raw Striker Scorpio Venator. And next up, here it is with the Hammond Collection Parasaurolophus. And lastly, here it is with the big girl herself, Rexy. So final thoughts on the new extreme damage Velociraptor. I'm happy I picked it up. I really like the color scheme on it. It's simple. It's just nice contrast with the white and that navy blue. I like the you know, intentional, unintentional homages to the Camo Extreme Arctic T-Rex and the primeval Deinonychus, and it's definitely one of my favorite mainline Raptors in color scheme and in the mold. I think the new battle damage mold is the best mainline Raptor mold out there right now. So yeah, pretty cool figure. You know, they retail for $10. Extreme damage is, you know, only exclusive to Walmart in the US, and you know, they're popping up here or there. You know, my area for some reason sucks with these Raptors, but man, if you need some Dimetrodons, boy, can I hook you up. Yeah, so, and then there's a second wave of Extreme Damage figures coming out. I think Collect Jurassic got some in. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. We're going to have a lot of toys that we'll be spending money on with this being a movie year. And I'm excited for it, but my wallet is not. And like I said at the beginning of the review, the link to order this from Walmart's site is down below in the description. So that will do it for the review. Like I said earlier, I have the new Wave 2 human packs coming in from Big Bad Toy Store. I think they said they'll be here tomorrow. So I should have the reviews up on those very soon. And, you know, I got some more PNSO stuff coming in. And still waiting on my Nemu regular Parasaurolophus. That thing just got snatched up by the shipping gods. It's stuck in customs limbo somewhere, so hopefully that also comes in soon. So that will do it. As always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and it's greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys for the next one.